I'm so excited because I'm about to go on a trip to the UK and to Dublin. I'm stopping first in Dublin for about 5 days, then we're going to London for about 4.5 days, then we're going to make our way up via train to Edinburgh and then come back to Dublin for one last day before coming home. It's about a 2-week trip, and I'm so excited because I haven't been to any of those places. I've been through Heathrow, just flying, but I've never properly been in London. I've never properly been in anywhere in Ireland or in Scotland. And so I am so excited, especially around this time of year. I'm really getting a little overwhelmed with work, and those places to me seem like just quiet places, where, especially Ireland, I can just sit and look at the grass and maybe go to a pub and have some soup and a Guinness and then go to sleep. And that's all I want to do, and talk to the locals. So I am so excited. But I fly out in a few days and I need to go to LA to fly out because my flight is from LAX. I'm leaving to LA today, which means that I need to pack my stuff and get on the road. So this video is going to be showing you guys how I pack for a 2-week trip to Dublin, London, and Edinburgh, places that I find are cold, especially around this time of year, and doing so with just a carry-on and a personal item. So to begin, I have a Samsonite carry-on. It is like a very standard sized rolling carry-on. My boyfriend actually got it for me as a gift, I think 2 years ago, and a rolling carry-on with 4 wheels is one of the best items I have ever owned as someone who likes to travel. If you like to travel and you don't have a rolling carry-on, I would highly recommend it, especially if you travel solo. It makes walking through the airport while potentially multitasking, being on a call or, something like that, makes it so much easier. I also take a personal item. My personal item typically is my work bag, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. This time, my personal item is this old Victoria's Secret bag that I got from a friend. I don't even remember how I got it, but it is very flexible. I can get it dirty. I can drag it around. It is very spacious, and it has a zipper at the top, and it also has like an inner pocket. This is so easy to just throw on over the handle of my my carry-on suitcase and drag it around. So I love this bag. I like to really take advantage of a big personal item, if you know what I mean. I really try to be the best condensed packer, but sometimes that doesn't work, especially on a trip like this where I need warm items. I'm not just packing bikinis and cover-ups. Let's talk about pants. I have 2 almost identical pairs of dark blue jeans. I wear them all the time if I'm not wearing like work slacks. And I really had to fight and think about which one was more appropriate. I'm gonna go with these. These are Zara, and I got them on Depop, and I absolutely love them. They're super starchy and dark, and I think that that is a little bit better than these ones that I have, which are just a little bit softer. I feel like for the cold weather, these are probably gonna be it. I'm also taking 2 pairs of slacks, like pleated pants. I'm taking a pair of gray pleated pants and a pair of black pleated pants. And I'm keeping the colors of this wardrobe very congruous and somewhat neutral, lots of blacks, whites, grays, and browns. First of all, I tend to dress like that anyway. And second of all, when you are packing, you want to be able to have a color palette that you can mix and match because you're going to have limited options. So in order to be able to maximize my outfit combinations, I'm packing plain pants. I also love these. I think I wear them all the time, and I think that they can work with nicer outfits and also more casual outfits. I'm also going to pack my mango culottes, which my boyfriend is going to absolutely hate and I'm going to absolutely love. I think these with a tall sock are going to be so cute. Then I have my shirts. I am packing one, two, three white shirts. One is a long sleeve, one is a thicker crew neck shirt from Topshop, and one is my classic Everlane white tee. I love the Everlane white tee. If you're looking for a basic white t-shirt, I think this is I don't actually know what it is, but it's from Everlane. I love this shirt. Anyway, these three, they're great for layering. They're great for wearing. They're going to match everything. I'm bringing three of them. I'm also bringing one black shirt. This is like a little bit tighter. It's kind of like a skimsy material. And again, it's going to work with everything. And it's good to wear underneath a sweater or a jacket. In terms of sweaters, I am trying to not bring such big sweaters because they take up so much room. So I'm bringing three. One is a very standard black cardigan. This is actually Kirkland brand from Costco. I got it at the thrift store, but apparently this is where it's from. And I love it. The second one I'm bringing is this navy blue cotton Gap sweater with a little v-neck. I think it is warm enough, but it's also good for layering, and it adds a little pop of color to my very bland color palette. The last sweater I'm going to be bringing is this cashmere Madewell crew neck sweater. It's like a cream. It's not too big, but it is warm, and it is also layerable. In terms of workout clothes, I am bringing two pairs of workout shorts, two pairs of long sleeve workout tops, two sports bras, and two socks. And that's it, because I can wash if I need to, and this is pretty compact. Like, look how small this is for two workouts. And I want to be able to have the ability to work out, but I hate taking a bunch of workout clothes on a trip and working out just once and feeling like I wasted a bunch of space in my suitcase. So I really try to bring stuff that is compact. For sleeping, I have my Pull&Bear shorts, which are so small, and a Banana Republic 100% cotton button-up shirt that also is very small. These are the items I don't mind folding in kind of crazy ways in my bag because I don't care if they're wrinkled. I'm just going to sleep in them. So I usually tend to pack those last and just shove them into the gaps. In terms of bras, socks, underwear, undergarments, I tend to really load up on the underwear because I hate running out of underwear. A bra, I don't mind re-wearing. A sock, I do not want to re-wear, but I will wash it in the sink if I don't have some sort of washing machine. By the way, when I book my trips, I really try to book at least one place that has access to a washer, because being able to do laundry at least once on my trip, it usually ends up being necessary given the fact that I am only packing a limited amount of clothes to wear for like 15 days. I have my bras. I love these. I've had them forever. They are some really cheap, like 100% cotton, basically training bras, but I love them, and they're so comfy, and I will never stop loving these bras. I am bringing a few pairs of pretty good wool socks. I think this is going to be really important when I'm over there, especially when I travel to somewhere that's cold. I feel like having your feet be warm is so key to keeping your body warm, especially if you are into fashion in any sort of way and you don't just want to be bundled up in a parka the whole time. Keeping your feet warm is super important. So I'm bringing some wool socks and then also some fun socks. I have these cheetah print, like little stockings that I've never worn, that I got at some like white elephant gift exchange. And I also have these stockings, which are gray, and they have this like cool embroidery on them. And I think these with like a little kitten heel or a little pointed shoe where the sock is going to show a little bit is going to be so cute. One thing that I love when it comes to socks and underwear. Bras, not necessarily so much, is this pouch. I got this years ago when I was working at Gap. And it says ready for the day on one side and done for the day on another side. It's flat, it folds up, and it is basically a way to keep track of your dirty underwear, socks, bras as you travel, which is genius. So I always like to bring this with me. You can do this with any sort of pouch, but this one in particular happens to be split down the middle to segregate the two groups, which I just absolutely love. I don't think it's necessary, but I find that if I have space for this in my bag, it's coming with me. It makes keeping track of things so easy. Next, in terms of kind of nicer things, I bring one top for a cute dinner, something that I'm gonna have to look nicer for, and it is this top. See this? It's see-through. It's mesh. I can wear this with a bra underneath. I can wear it with a jean. I can wear it with a heel. I can wear it with a boot. It's a turtleneck, so it looks good under a jacket. It's going to be cold where I'm going, so I obviously need to be warm. I have this gray cashmere scarf and a matching set of gloves that I actually was gifted by my parents not too long ago, and it's perfect. I do not have the reason to wear them where I live because there is no reason for me to be wearing cashmere gloves here in Southern California. However, when I travel, perfect. And you see, they're not bulky, they're thin. These probably will go in my personal item. I also have 2 black scarves. I will bring one for myself. I will give one to my boyfriend if he wants it. I think scarves are so underrated in terms of keeping you warm and in terms of adding fashion to your outdoor outfit. To me, a scarf is so essential because when it's not as cold, take it off or just hang it around your neck. And then when it starts to get colder, bundle up, put it over your, put it over your face. I think that a scarf is actually one of my favorite winter items to wear. I just don't have the opportunity to wear it here. Did I grow up somewhere where I needed a scarf? Yes, but not anymore. Also have this hat. Debating bringing it. I'm still not sure that it's going to be completely necessary. I actually need to check the forecast to see how cold it's going to be. And if I need a hat, I will bring this. So I will put this with the items that I was not sure about. For my outdoor wear, I'm bringing 2 things. First, I am bringing this vintage wool blazer that I love, and I actually wore to work, I think 3 times last week. But this is warm, it's good for layering, it's big so it can fit a lot of things underneath, and I think the color scheme to me just kind of fits the vibe. It is actually dark blue, brown, and has like a little green. I don't know. I think this is going to work perfectly for where I'm going, and it's just an easy way to throw on top of a very basic outfit and make it look a little cuter. The other thing I'm bringing is my leather jacket. This is pretty much like a leather bomber. It's gathered at the bottom. I think I probably wore this on one of my videos actually. And because this is bulkier, I will wear this on the plane. This will not be packed into my suitcase. That's another tip. Anytime I'm going somewhere, like if I'm going skiing or if I'm going somewhere where I'm taking a big pair of boots, I will wear that. I will wear the biggest items in my suitcase on the trip. I don't care so much about looking cute at the airport. I care about getting to my destination and having the items that I need. So if you're someone that also doesn't care to have a super cute airport outfit and you don't care about wearing a leather jacket with sweatpants and hiking boots, then what can I say? You get me. I will bring 1 belt, not 2, 1. I used to be the person that would bring 2 belts, 1 brown and 1 black, obviously because it doesn't go with everything. Now I simplify my wardrobe. It's gonna be black. 1 belt, this is how much space it's going to take up. I also find that bringing a belt that has a buckle that matches the color of your accessories just helps you to feel more put together when you are wearing an outfit from limited resources. So most of my jewelry is gold, my watch is gold, my bracelet is gold, my earrings are gold, and so this having a gold belt kind of just ties it together nicely. Okay, let's talk shoes. This is usually the hardest part of packing for me. My one shoe that I tend to take with me when I travel is also the shoe that I tend to not even wear in my day-to-day life. And that is these. These are Doc Marten Mary Janes. First of all, Doc Martens are orthopedic shoes, okay? So I can walk in these all day, and that is major for me because when I go on a trip, I do so much walking, and maybe it's gonna be walking in a park, maybe it's gonna be walking in a city. I don't know what terrain I'm gonna be walking on. These are gonna do it for me every time. They also, I think, have like a little bit of traction on them. So they're good for that purpose. They are leather, so they are comfortable to my foot. They are black, so they're going to match my belt and my outfits. And they may not be the most fashionable shoe, but I actually think they're kind of cute. So these are my tried and true. These are my go-tos. I love these. I've worn them so many different places around the world. This is where I'm kind of torn. I wear my black tabbies every single day. I wear them to work every day. I'll wear them on the weekends. I adore these shoes. I started with a red pair of tabbies. These are not Margielas, by the way. One day I will have Margiela tabbies. For the moment, I just find whatever leather tabby I can get my hands on. I do not like synthetic leather ones. I don't feel like it's even worth the price, and they're probably not comfortable. Anyway, I love these, okay? They're flat. They're comfortable to walk in. But are they as comfortable as Doc Martens? No, they're not. And so what I am struggling with right now is figuring out whether it is worth bringing these on the trip. I would really like to. The benefit about these shoes is, look, it's nothing. It's no space. So they're perfect for traveling. So I have to think about it. The next shoe I'm thinking about wearing is these. I don't actually know what brand these are. I got them at the thrift store and I loved them, and I haven't worn them since last year because they're more of a winter shoe and we are slowly transitioning into winter. These I think are cute for a little night out or somewhere where I'm going to be taking pictures. My outfits are so bland and they're so neutral in color, and so I think pop of color, I love a red shoe. Okay, I love red. I love a pop of red. Clearly the shelf behind me is red. I selected that for a reason. I think these are cute. They add a little something. Are they the most comfortable shoe I've ever owned? No, they're not. And that is kind of where I'm thinking. But I think in terms of pop of red and in terms of packability, these are small enough that I can bring them. So where I'm torn is whether I should bring these Converse. These are the Comme des Garçons Converse. I love the pop of red, obviously. That's why I got them. I like that they are compact. I like that they are a tennis shoe or a sneaker, which I don't have, and that would diversify my shoes. So I do think that I should bring these instead of the tabbies. Yeah, okay, I've decided I'm bringing these instead of the tabbies. I'm heartbroken to say that, but here we are. No tabbies. Those are the 3 shoes I'm bringing on my trip. I will wear the Doc Martens on the flight because they are the biggest, and I will pack the other 2 into my suitcase. And you'll see the colors of the 3 of them. They're 3 different colors: cream, red, and black. And they all work with all of my outfits. I feel like when you bring a shoe because you just want to wear it one time, like for example, I have these Naked Wolf boots that my boyfriend got me that I absolutely adore. They are enormous. The platform itself is like this thick, and then the heel is this big and this thick. They're so cute. They would look so good on a trip. It makes absolutely no sense for me to pack them. And so those are just the decisions that I've had to learn to make throughout the years, that if it doesn't match multiple things, if you're not going to wear it multiple times, don't bring it. Sad. Bags. The first bag I'm going to bring two, is this one. Free People, Idle Hands, sling bag. Look at this. It's perfect. I can wear it like this. I can tuck it under my shoulder. I can actually even wear this under a coat. I can wear it close to my chest. I can wear it behind me. I actually love this bag for every day, but also for travel specifically, I think this is such a great bag. It folds up very easily. I actually probably will wear this under my leather jacket at the airport, because even though I have a personal item, I like to carry my passport and my wallet close to my chest. And so this will be right here, and they'll never know that I have another bag. The second bag I'm going to bring is going to be a shoulder bag, and I was torn between two. First, I was going to bring this cute little Ferragamo that I thrifted, which I love, and I actually haven't even had the opportunity to wear yet. I love how understated it is, and look at this clasp, okay? That's it. So cute. Anyway, I ultimately decided against this because I already have a black bag. So we're going with red, obviously. I think that packing is easier when you like the same colors and you buy everything in the same colors. This is a beautiful leather bag that my boyfriend got me when we were in Italy together last year, and it's going to match everything. Again, my jacket is black. My pants are black and gray and denim, so this is going to add a little pop of color. The pop of color that I add, as you can tell, especially when I'm traveling, is in my accessories, because they're smaller. It is easier, I think, to incorporate a pop of color than to bring a red pant, for example. This and my Free People bag are the two bags that I'm bringing. This will go in my carry-on, and the Free People bag I will carry with me. In my carry-on, I also like to bring two things. One is a pair of slippers. These are from a hotel that I've stayed in. I just like to have a pair of slippers when I'm at home, and if I have a pair that is super, super tiny, I will bring them with me. One item I am looking to buy and I think makes a really good gift for people is a set of travel slippers with a travel case. That's something for 2026. The other thing is a cloth laundry bag. This is also from a hotel that I've stayed in, and I accidentally took the laundry bag and I apologized and they didn't charge me. So that's great. I have in the past brought plastic bags, but I feel like you don't want to keep your laundry in a plastic bag, especially if you sweat or if your clothes smell, because to me that's just like moisture festering inside of a plastic bag that's not breathing. And that just doesn't sound very cute to me. So I've turned to the cloth bag and I'm very pleased with that. Another item that I feel like people don't always think to bring is laundry detergent. And I use these laundry detergent sheets, or I use a laundry detergent concentrate. And because I want to bring the least amount of liquids possible, I will just pack a few of these laundry detergent sheets like this, put them in a bag, bring them, and then I know that I can do laundry on my trip. And this is one of my favorite little hacks. They smell good. And I will just shove those into my bag in a Ziploc bag. Now, in terms of makeup, I like to pack pretty light. This is my makeup bag. I bring concealer, powder, some tools like eyelash curler, some brushes, eyeliner, lip gloss, a little scrunchie for my hair that my friend actually got me, I think in Iceland like 7 years ago, and I still have it. I love this thing. And a little sleeping mask in case I really need it, because my skin tends to get very dry on the plane. And that's it. That's my makeup. That is not to say that that's all my skincare. When it comes to my toiletries, I think I bring some things that are smart in terms of traveling. The first thing I like to do is get toothpaste tabs. Just like a little tab, you chew on it, you crunch on it, and with your spit, it turns into toothpaste and you brush your teeth. That way, you don't have to worry about your toothpaste being thrown out at the airport, which has happened to me before, even when I've had a small toothpaste container. Another thing I bring, obviously, is floss. I will bring a very small cocktail of some medicines, Zyrtec, Pepto, a prescription. I like to bring some spare Q-tips, and I will bring a little travel perfume. My friend gave me this recently. This is Valentino. It is not the smell that I typically go for. I usually have like a very earthy type of smell. I like to mix Le Labo with a vanilla oud, kind of musky vanilla, and I think it's just so delicious. But the bottles are this big, so I can't bring it on a trip. So I just bring this little travel one. It has this like rubber sleeve on it, so I can hit this against the counter and it's not going to break, which I appreciate because I have had perfume spill in my bag while traveling before, and that is why my makeup bag smells like Kayali Vanilla 28, which is delicious. But there went all of my Vanilla 28. I also like to bring a tiny little bit of hand cream because you never know if you're going to need a good thick hand cream for your hands or your face or anywhere. I will bring a little tiny comb. I also do bring a brush, but this doesn't go in my bag. And in terms of lotion, I find it very hard because I'm very big on lotioning my whole body every time after I shower. My boyfriend is the same way, and we've not really mastered a way to bring lotion on a trip before. So what I do have is this shower oil from L'Occitane, and I can put this little thing, this will go through an airport. It is less than 3 ounces. It is only like 1.1 ounce. I can put this on my skin while it's still wet after the shower, and this basically will be my lotion for the next 2 weeks. In terms of soap and face cleanser, what I do is I will buy bar soap and I will put it in a plastic bag. This one's benzoyl peroxide. This one is salicylic acid. It's really good for just extra cleansing my face because I can't bring a liquid cleanser, and I can use this on my body, on my face, whatever. And I think that bringing bar soap is something that never would have occurred to me as someone who has used body wash for most of their life. But I feel like this, I mean, you're not going to get this thrown away. It's not going to get thrown away. It's not liquid. When I'm here, when I'm home, I will oil cleanse with an oil. So what I do instead is I get a cleansing balm. This one is the green tea and vitamin E cleansing balm from ASA or AOA. I actually don't know what it is. AOA or ASA, it's a K beauty brand. And this particular balm is 3.38 fluid ounces. So this isn't gonna fly. So what I do is I will go to Dollar Tree for any sort of thing that I need to bring, and I will buy these little tiny containers and I will fill up like half of it with a cleansing balm. The cleansing balm is basically a compact oil that melts in your hands when you put it on. So this is my makeup remover, and I put it in here and I'm good to go. It took me about 30 seconds to decant it, and now I have my makeup remover for the trip. And that is it for my carry-on. Now we can turn to my personal item. When it comes to traveling, I do like a toothbrush container because you take this everywhere with you. It keeps it from getting dirty. That's just kind of a non-negotiable to me. I also typically like to bring in my personal items some micellar cleansing wipes, either for my face, my hands, my body, whatever. You never know what you're going to run into, and I always feel like planes are just not clean places, and same with the airport. I will bring a very mini deodorant. I think this is only half an ounce. So to me, this is even still kind of big, but it is obviously a deodorant that's going to be able to fly. So I just got a mini. All of my minis and my things that I use for traveling, I just keep exclusively in my travel bag, and I use them only when I travel. That way I'm not having to consistently rebuy the things that I want when I travel. This time I'm also going to bring a journal. What I want to do is I want to start a junk journal for traveling. So that is what this is going to be. I'm going to bring this in my personal item, and I can put plane tickets and little items and whatever just to remember my travels. So that is what this is going to be. And again, it's not that small, but it's small enough. I have my work computer and my work charger. I will put that in. I love this lip balm. I will take this everywhere, even if I'm not traveling, but especially if I am traveling, because it has SPF 25. This is from Jack Black. I've gone through like 3 of these, and they're pretty packed. And anyway, this is a must-have. My sunscreen, when I'm traveling as well, I actually don't have it with me at the moment, but I get a sunscreen stick. Same thing, you take a liquid and you turn it into a solid, and I bring the solid with me. That way I always have sunscreen with me when I'm traveling, especially because I'm outside almost all the time. I will bring, of course, my iPad and my charger. I will always make sure to have my phone charger. I will also bring the charger adapters, the international adapters, because when you go somewhere that doesn't have the same outlets that you have, you need to be able to charge your devices. So I just get the international ones online, and the ones I've had, I think I've had for like 9 years, and they're still good. So they're not very expensive. Another thing I like to bring is 2 face masks, because inevitably the plane air is very dry. I think it's going to be dry over there. I think it's going to be cold over there. And so I just know that at some point, me and my travel buddy, whoever that is, or if I'm traveling solo, I'll bring one just for myself, are going to need some downtime to just relax. And I do feel like my skin is just, from using different products and the different air and the traveling, my skin always just suffers in some way. And so I like to have a little bit of TLC for it. And these sheet masks are obviously, like, they take up almost 0 space. I really try to keep it simple unless I'm going somewhere. I feel like this is more for summer trips where jewelry becomes an issue. More for winter, colder trips, jewelry is very basic for me. I wear this every day, and I will bring my watch, and I will bring my cable bracelet, and that will be it. I may bring one more pair of earrings if I want to have a silver pair of earrings, but that's it. I think that when it comes to jewelry, you really need to not overcomplicate and keep it simple. Another thing I will bring, because I have cats, is lint roller. This is because when you have cats, it does not matter how attentive you are to keeping their hair off of things. You will find their hair on things, even if it's just one thing, and that will drive me absolutely crazy, especially because I'm wearing dark jeans, dark pants, dark sweaters, my dark blazer. So I will bring this. I don't care how much space it takes. Maybe there is a more compact version of this, but I don't have one, so this will be coming with me. I also will be bringing the book that I'm reading right now. This is actually part of my 2026 spring semester syllabus reading assignment, but I'm just getting ahead. I'm only about 70 pages in, but it is so good, and I am hoping that maybe I'll be able to finish this on the trip. So we'll see. Another thing that I am bringing is an umbrella. Now, where I live, it barely ever rains. And when it does rain, it is like national news. I have my family calling me from across the country asking how I am, and it's literally just raining. So I don't have an umbrella. I bought an umbrella, and this umbrella that I bought has this handy dandy waterproof case, and this will fit in my Free People bag that I will be carrying with me. It will fit in the pockets of my jacket that I will be wearing, so I will be protected from the rain, and my umbrella will not be splashing around in my bag as I travel. I think the case was a genius idea, and I'm very glad that I ended up purchasing it. Another thing that I will bring is my Bose noise canceling headphones. These were gifted to me by a friend. I absolutely love these headphones. They do fold up to a pretty small amount of space, But I will bring these with me in my personal item. I will wear them on the plane. They're really good at canceling out noise, so I can take calls. I can watch things that I will download on my iPad. These are kind of a must-have when traveling. Obviously, I will have my passport. I also ordered a passport card, so I will be bringing both of those with me. I'm bringing 2 pairs of sunglasses, and here's why. Because I'm here preaching minimalist packing, and I'm bringing 2 pairs of sunglasses, so I'm my own hypocrite, right? This is a look. I love these sunglasses. They're brown. They're not black. In the instance that I need black, which I do think is a significant difference, I will wear these. Okay, they're not huge. They're small enough. I don't even put them in a sunglasses case. The inside lining of this bag is already soft, so I just stick them in here. And you know what? That's just what we do. I always like to keep a lipstick or a lip liner in my bag at all times, because if I am traveling and I have forgotten to bring some sort of lip thing, or I just don't have it on me, I know that I have something in my bag on me at all times. Anyway, that is generally the extent of my packing. I will be vlogging all 3 of those different countries on my trips. I'm so excited to go, and I don't even know what to expect. I'm just so excited to go. I hope this was helpful to you in terms of learning how to pack, or maybe just giving you a few tips and tricks here about how to pack efficiently for an international trip in the cold. Thank you for watching, and we will see each other soon.